Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
In this bulletin, bodies of Singatoka couple transferred to Lautoka. FRA continues road rehabilitation. And affected farmers to be assisted.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Atera Lendua.
The bodies of a couple who were found dead in their home next to Lawai village, Singatoka, were transferred today to the Lautoka hospital for post-mortem examination. Sesha Reddy and his wife Mirdu Chandra's bodies remained in their house overnight under tight police security to give forensics team time to gather evidence from the scene. Resident Abhinesh Singh says the couple were real estate developers and owned an estimated 110 acres of freehold land in the area. The first person at the scene who wishes to remain anonymous says he found the couple lying motionless and claims that both had visible stab wounds. He also claims that there were also notable cracks on the back window of the three-bedroom house. Police have cordoned off the area as the investigation continues. The Fiji Roads Authority contractors are working around the clock repairing roads, some of which were damaged even before TC Ana hit. Acting Chief Executive Kamal Prasad says for now contractors are starting work early in the morning and continue late into the night. He noted that some traffic management measures in place to minimize congestion. Prasad adds there might be some inconvenience for a short period, but the authority is working on increasing efficiency.
What we're trying to do is to just rip the entire road up so that they don't stuck in the traffic in the weeks to come. That's the whole idea. Yeah. So that's why we're forcing our guys and giving just the peak out period is when they don't work. But they said they put a traffic management in there, which will slow traffic down a little bit. Yes, we understand. We just want you guys to just bear with us.
The Ministry of Agriculture will be providing veterinary support to farmers whose livestock were affected by TC Ana. Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy says they have their mobile veterinary clinic in the Northern Division providing support by burying dead animals to prevent the spread of disease. The minister says they will soon provide agricultural assistance to Western Division farmers affected by floodwaters from TC Ana. The ministry will soon provide an update on how they will assist households in affected areas as well. Majority of businesses in Lambasa town remain closed today as cleanup continues. Fire officers have closed off one lane of Main Street and are cleaning up mud and debris in shops and along the town corridor. Some shop owners have just arrived and are cleaning out the inside of their shops. Major supermarkets remain closed, with store managers continuing their assessment of damage sustained as a result of floodwaters. Meanwhile, bus services have resumed as well as taxi services. Prime Minister Vorenge Bainimarama is reiterating the importance of children's safety during and after a natural disaster. As he continues his tour to areas affected by TC Ana, Bainimarama urged parents to be proactive and monitor their children to ensure their safety. Bainimarama visited Lautoka, Nambowa and Nailanga villages in Wainibuka, where he took time to hear from the village heads on the devastation caused by TC Ana. He also visited evacuees in evacuation centers in Lautoka District School and Nailanga District School. Thousands of people living with disabilities were affected by both tropical cyclone Yasa and TC Ana. The Fiji Spinal Injury Association Director Josko Wakaniasi says an estimated 600 people living with disabilities needed assistance post-Tisiasa. Wakaniasi says Tisiana brought about widespread flooding, and this affected hundreds of others living with disabilities.
It will allow, persons with disability to actually be participating.
We started looking at mobility and appliances. For the 78 cases that needed wheelchairs, I think there was 70, so also needing crutches. There was 99 cases that was needing diapers.
Russian opposition leader and prominent critique of Vladimir Putin, Alexei Navalny, will serve 2.5 years in prison. He was charged with violating the terms of his probation while he was recovering in Germany for nerve agent poisoning, which he blames the Kremlin for. Up ahead, home games a worry for Rewa and Lambasa, and Mothe create major cricket upset.
Kuira na ngone no de nunu ena bisi ni mataka.
Mersusungi da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no na baksa ngai ka wala loma taki na ngone. Dalabina oya o meliki.
Bulre o yago Samuel Samuli.
Nama kikira ena be mataka.
Oniti kena makarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Pindah-pindah na mataka dan ramai na singabo.
Lambasa and Rewa football may have to play some of their league home games in other alternative venues. Rewa's home ground, Ratu Dakumbo Park in Nosori, and Lambasa's Subrail Park sustained damage due to Tisiana. The Delta Tigers have the option of hosting their games at ANZ Stadium, while Lambasa may have to travel to Viti Levu to host their home games. Fiji FA Chief Executive Mohammed Yusuf says the onus is now on the respective associations to make necessary arrangements while their home grounds undergo repairs.
There may be a few options in Lambasa. The level is one, Lambasa Sangam is another option. Then they'll have to work out with the council and roads and all that to ensure the influx of people to that community. Lambasa hosting a match in the stadium will be good for them because it's like a home ground for them.
The Mothe cricket team created a major upset and beat Suva to win the Association Cup Challenge yesterday. Mothe was the first challenger but never gave Suva any chance to settle in the match, and their 199 runs was enough as the much-favoured capital city side fell short with 152 runs all out. Sekobe Biao of Mothe, who was later named man of the match, claimed 4 wickets for 22 runs in 6 overs, which made the difference in the match.
I believe what happened yesterday was great, and it was all through team effort. And I also want to thank God for giving us the strength to overcome a good Suva side.
A promise made to her mum when she was 10 years old is a driving factor for national netball rep Aliti Torimbao. The 19-year-old has represented Fiji in a number of overseas competitions, including the 2019 World Cup in England. Now coming into the new season with high expectations from families and officials, Torimbao says she will stop at nothing to reach her goal, and that is to continue representing the nation in international meets.
One day I was sitting with Mom, I was watching Mare Folau, and I went like this to Mom. Mom, one day I will be playing like that, and I will be wearing one of the national uniform, and it did really came true. And I went like this to Mom. Mom, did you remember that day I told you that I will be playing, wearing that uniform?
The All Blacks have officially re-entered Super Rugby training today, most literally hitting the ground running, despite the Stars being back around the country in their respective teams. It's one name or 3 initials still dominating all the talks. Fine weather prevails in most parts of the country today. Light showers can be expected later this afternoon or evening, especially in the east of Vitilevu and Vonolevu. That's FBC News now. Join us again at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For news you can trust. Get the facts from FBC's TV, radio and digital news at fbcnews.com.fj. Take care and good afternoon.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही है।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।